Hi guys, and welcome to Carol's Universe Tarot Readings from the Heart. So today's reading is your Law of Attraction Year Ahead 2015 Tarot reading, and this is for the zodiac sign of Sagittarius. So Sagittarius, just to let you know, for any of you guys who don't know what the Law of Attraction is, the Law of Attraction is simply a concept whereby every day we're attracting into our lives situations that reflect how we feel, how we think, and the words that we say. But it's more to do with how we feel, because what we do as human beings is we release energy into the universe, and whatever energy we're releasing comes back to us in the people that we meet, in the situations that we encounter, and generally in the lives that we actually lead. And in my life especially, I've experienced a lot of things in terms of what I've attracted, whether they've been good or whether they've been bad. There are two types of attractors stroke creators. You get your deliberate creators, people who are aware of the law of attraction and aware of how the law of attraction works, and aware of how they can either attract good or bad and try to attract good stuff into their life. So they try to change their way of thinking and their way of speaking and their energy and the things that they're feeling. So in other words, we try and become a vibrational match to the things that we want to attract. And there are people who create and attract stuff purely by default. So that's whereby you don't really know that what you're attracting into your life is a result of what you're feeling and the energy that you're putting out there. So I thought it would be a good idea to do Law of Attraction tarot readings. Now these are a special pack of tarot cards that are purely dedicated to attraction and to the things that we bring into our lives, and how we can actually change those things around by the way that we think and the way that we feel. So the purpose of these Law of Attraction tarots is really for the year 2015. For those of you who are attract by default, you don't really know much about the Law of Attraction, but potentially for some of you guys, you might be consistently attracting stuff into your life that you don't like. This is really in a way to give you advice on how you can attract good stuff into your life. Or if you're attracting stuff that you don't like and a card should come up that resonates with that, then how you can potentially go about changing that situation around. And for those of you who are creators, deliberate creators, and if a situation arises and resonates with you within this tarot reading for 2015, then this will really let you know that you're on the right track. So here we go. So Sagittarius, for the month, just to also let you know, I pick 4 cards, shuffle the cards, and then pick 4 cards from the top that will reflect the three months. Let me start that again. So I'll pick the 4 cards from the top, one after the other, and for each card it will represent 3 months in the year. So the card 1 will represent January to March, card 2 will represent April through to June, card 3 July through to September, and card 4 October through to December. So here we go. So card 1 is the stars. Let's have a look. Okay. I do apologise. Card 1 is actually the 2 of Pentacles, which was the first card here. And this will represent the timeline of January 2015 to March 2015. And the universe is basically saying with the 2 of Pentacles that for some of you guys, you might be feeling a little bit restless. There might be obstacles to be overcome, and the universe is basically advising you that in order to make your dream come true, you'll need to choose between 2 potential sources of earning. So it could be that for some of you guys that you might be offered a couple of jobs, and you'll need to decide which one is more sort of financially viable for you. And also in terms of there being potential obstacles that might come up in your way, you'll need to kind of find a way to overcome those obstacles. And the way to overcome those obstacles is simply by thinking and trying to feel positive and optimistic about those things. For April through to June, we have the stars, and this is about optimism. Okay, card 1 was represented indecision, so there is a decision to be made potentially within the month of January to March for you guys, but you need to remain optimistic, as I said about it. And this card really backed that up. The stars between April and June, optimism, and the universe is really saying that you need to attempt to make your dream come true. Okay, you can't let obstacles hold you back, even if the probability of achieving that dream might be a little bit low at the time. It's really telling you to consider your misfortunes, or consider anything that's holding you back, any obstacles, any challenges, as being purely temporary. So whatever obstacles might come in your way between January through to June, you need to consider, and you need to make sure that you know that these things are actually temporary and things will turn around for you. And you also need to refuse to give up when you're actually faced with obstacles. So between January and June 2015, the universe is basically advising you that there may be obstacles in your way to creating the type of life that you want, but these things are purely temporary and they won't actually last long. Okay, and you need to keep that in mind. You need to keep a positive outlook on your life. Okay, don't let obstacles and challenges hold you back, because these are purely temporary. From July through to September, there is I would say quite a shift in your fortunes. We've got the Five of Chalices, and this card signifies, in terms of the Law of Attraction Tarot, happiness. And the universe is saying that your dreams of love can become a reality, okay? And that there are potential reconciliations on the cards, there are encounters, and if you've got any questions around love, if you're unsure maybe about the relationship that you're in, maybe about somebody that you like, that this can be resolved, okay, in a very positive manner. And also there's going to be joy from sons and daughters, so maybe there's going to be joy around your children around that time. But this is a very optimistic card, the Five of Chalices. By the way, chalices are actually cups, so this represents the Cups card. So the Five of Cups really does represent, in the traditional tarot, it represents looking at something that you've lost, but there is something remaining behind. Within the Law of Attraction Tarot, this card is saying that there is a lot of happiness to be had between July and September, and that, you know, if you're looking for love, or if you have a relationship going, that things are going to get stronger potentially. If you've split with someone in the middle of the year or the beginning of the year, there is a reconciliation on the cards during that time. And your question of love is actually resolved in a positive way. So there's going to be a positive outcome for a lot of you guys in terms of your love relationships. And the final card that represents the end of the year, so October through to December 2015, the universe is advising you. This is the Nine of Pentacles, and this represents conquest. So you're going to be conquering something here. You're going to be conquering those obstacles that arose at the beginning of the year. The universe is saying your dream will finally come true. There could be potentially be an inheritance. There could potentially be some travel, which wouldn't be out of the ordinary because it will be Christmas time or around that time. There could be a lot of adventure, substantial earnings, and the capacity to guide others optimistically. So it suggests to me that through the year there are lessons being learnt. You are having to kind of learn how to be optimistic, okay? You're going to be faced potentially within the first 6 months with some obstacles, but they're not going to last long. It's going to be temporary, and a lot of that temporary stuff that's going down will be down to your ability to handle the situation in an optimistic manner, and you will live to tell the tale, because at the end of the year you'll be able to guide others in a very optimistic manner. You'll be able to you'll have the capacity to kind of tell your story of how you were feeling potentially pessimistic at the beginning of the year, but how your pessimism turned to optimism. And through your optimism, I can see for a lot of you Sagittarians that you'll be able to turn your situation around. Things are getting better in the second half of the year, substantially better. There's a lot of love coming in, a lot of happiness. Dreams are being manifested, especially in the love area. And at the end of the year, we can definitely see here that your dreams are finally coming true. So whatever dreams that you've got now that you're looking to manifest, these cards are really saying that you need to hold on to those things. And that if there are obstacles in your way, then the best way to treat an obstacle is to treat it with optimism, is to treat it with a sense of, this is teaching me something, this is a journey that I'm on, I'm learning through something, through this obstacle that's happening, through this situation that's happening to me, because I am going to come through it. And to me, this reading signifies having a lot of strength, keeping strong, keeping optimistic, keeping happy, keeping positive, because when you keep positive and you break through that pessimism that obstacles can innately give us at any given time, that's when you'll find that things will definitely start to turn the corner. And I certainly see for you Sagittarians at the end of the year that things are really coming full circle, and that you're actually really achieving your heart's desires. As I've said, there's potentially some inheritance coming to you guys at the end of the year. Some of you guys at the end of the year, there's potentially some lovely travel, adventure happening, potentially with maybe the new lover that comes into your life, potentially between July and September, and that your earnings are really going to be on the increase. So it's all good. It's a really, really good reading. And I certainly think that through this reading, the universe is saying optimism is the key. Positivity is the key. No matter what life throws at you during 2015. And I don't think it's going to be anything bad. I think it's going to be bad at all. I think it's going to be a case of having to learn to be optimistic. So if you find that you sort of veer towards being pessimistic whenever challenges come up, then really these challenges are sent to teach you something, to teach you how to be optimistic, to teach you how to deal with stuff in a positive manner. Because at the end of the day, positivity will always win the day. Positivity can change anything around. Even in the darkest hour, positivity can shine a light. So I think it will be for you guys during 2015, learning all about optimism and learning to change your thought processes and learning to change how you feel in the face of adversity. But definitely a lovely reading, and I can see that things are really going to be going from strength to strength for you guys through this law of attraction reading. So I certainly think in the 2015 you're going to be attracting in a lot of really good stuff, but stuff has to come about first in order to teach you that you need to align with the stuff that you actually want. So Sagittarius, that's your law of attraction tarot reading for the year 2015, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care.